I really don't want to make these videos, but they're fun. I guess I do want to make these videos. Anyway, yeah, I just spent, let's see, 14, yeah, 23 minutes of bullshit. I mean, this was a two-part piece of putrefaction from a person who hasn't even got the basics of geology in his head. This man does not understand even basic geology, even basic weather. Yes, we're talking about YouTube's favorite fucking functionally retarded man, Nephy. I just watched his video in response to Claire. Now, Claire is an academic. She is a geologist and is way more qualified to discuss this than I am. But I'm just coming from my own common sense place. Plus, I've taken geology classes, including ancient life, volcanoes. Let's see, what have I taken? I've taken ancient life, introduction to geology, geology of the Point Reyes, the Point Reyes area, geology of the Mount Shasta region, volcanic complex, geology of the Modoc lava beds, geology of the North Coast, and oceanography, and a few other geologic things. But that's what I have behind me in my knowledge of geology. These are the classes I've taken. My instructor is a man named Randy Reed. He's a graduate of Arizona University, I believe. The University of Arizona at Phoenix or Tucson, somewhere around in there. Anyway, incredibly smart man. I love listening to his lectures. He's wonderful to listen to. Always willing to answer your questions. Any question you have. And one day I'm going to get this guy in an interview with me and maybe show him some videos from the creationists and get his ideas on it. I think it might be interesting. Anyway, but I'll have to ask him. Nephy, here's where you're going wrong. So we have the magma chamber underneath the crust in the Pacific Plate, the hot spot, and it's forming a volcanic island arc, which is what the Hawaiian Islands are. Not to be confused or see, some islands form differently. I believe that the Hawaiian chain is called a volcanic arc that starts at the Big Island, and I believe, and I could be wrong, Claire, if you see this video and I'm wrong, please tell me I'm wrong. It starts at the Big Island of Hawaii and ends at Midway. I think Midway is the last of the true last of the Hawaiian volcanic island arc. But I could be wrong. Please tell me if I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, then yeah, I'll admit it and I'll re-edit this video. Anyway, here's how this works. So, you have this big ball of magma under there, and you got the plate moving over it, and it pops up, and it makes an island. It's kind of like Surtsey, only here's the thing. Yeah, the island pops up, erosion starts working on it. But you see, this is a very large magma chamber with a whole lot of pressure, so as the plate goes over this, it keeps the pressure on the chamber. Okay? So you're going to have a continuous flow of lava. See, the Big Island, getting bigger. Why? Because of the magma flow. What's it do? It flows into the ocean and it creates more land! So as long as there's enough lava flow creating more land to circumvent the erosion, or to cause more land that erosion is taken away, yeah, it goes to logic that thing's going to get bigger and bigger. See, I don't believe and I could be wrong. I have to see. I have the information here. I don't believe Surtsey's been volcanically active since it came up. Or at least it's not, early days, current events, eruption, events in 1989. Here, I'm looking at, I'm not looking at Wikipedia. Right now I'm reading about Surtsey's at answers.com. Future. Recent developments. Was lost about 0.3 feet in height. Yeah, basically Surtsey, stopped volcanically erupting. There's not enough. There's no lava. There's no eruptions to create new land to take or add to, or to circumvent, or overcome the erosion process. So of course the island's going to be eaten away. You know, there's no new land being made by the lava, which is what's going on in Hawaii right now, as the Hawaiian Islands move over that plate. Sooner or later, the big island of Hawaii is going to go over that plate, or over that spot. It's going to go over the vent, and it's going to start eroding away because it'll stop having any volcanic activity. That's how erosion works. Do you understand this, Nephilim? Do you get this? I'm a pot smoker, okay? I'm disabled. I'm basically lazy, but even I get this. You know, how this shit works? Please, Nephilim, do your research. I mean, if a pot-smoking, lazy-ass bastard in bumfuck Egypt knows more about geology than you, then, you know there's something wrong. So let me reiterate, and see if I can make it a little bit more clearer for you, Mr. Nephilim Stupid. Yeah, I'm making fun of you, pal, because you just, yeah. Anyway, as the hot spot comes up and the eruptions occur, if there's more eruption going on and more rock being spread and adding to the bulk of the island, the cinder cone, and spreading out, then it's going to get larger and larger and larger. If the volcanic activity pops the thing up and then goes dead, yeah, erosion's going to kill it and it's going to go bye-bye. If it moves past the vent and the eruptions stop, the volcanic activity stops, then erosion sets into play. Okay? As long as there's volcanic activity on the island to circumvent the effects of erosion, then yeah, it's a no-brainer, dude. Even I can figure that out. And yeah, I know you're gonna sit there and go, yeah, what does he know? He smokes pot. He can't be trusted. You goddamn pot-smoking atheist, piece of shit. Oh well, you think whatever you want of me, dude. I don't care. But, you know, I have to sit and I have to say this. You're wrong. You're just completely wrong. Dude, why don't you go to the local community college and sign up for some classes? And take some classes. Don't go by what this shit you read. You know, what you do is you just sit there and you read what you see on the net. You watch Ken Hovind videos and all these other creationist videos, and you don't bother to actually go take an actual class. You know, you get these debates going on and you hear what the other guys have to say, and you get that for what, an hour and a half maybe? Okay, you go into the geology class, I'll tell you, I got about 200 hours. Okay, 200 hours in class with lecture, with field trip, with you're required to take labs in all these, including Ancient Life. Ancient Life had a 3-hour lab twice a week, okay, where we did experiments and other things. So, yeah. Get your geology right. Take some classes, Neff. Don't go by what you're reading here. You claim that, well, they don't want you to know about, they don't want you to know about this, that, and the other thing. Take a class. Some of the stuff you're saying that they don't want you to know about, we spend entire days, maybe a whole week on in class. Okay? And that's in community college. Gee, I wonder what else they do in universities. I think these people are a whole lot smarter than you, my friend. I think you're wrong. I think you get most of your facts from people who don't even have degrees in what they're talking about. And just because somebody has a PhD in one thing does not make them qualified to speak on another. I mean, come on, let's face it. Would you go to a zoologist for an open heart surgery? Think about it now. They both have PhDs or MDs, or no, hold it. Yeah, they both have medical degrees. No, hold it. I'm wrong. I apologize for that statement. They don't both have medical degrees, but they both have degrees. So I guess one's qualified to do the other. Makes sense under your logic, pal. Anyway, yeah. That's the stoner commentator's idea, or comments on Nephy's little thing about the Hawaiian volcanic islands. I hope I've made it clear to you how that works. Remember, Nephy, as long as there's a volcanic eruption that is adding to the mass, that is greater than or equal to the effect of erosion, then it's not going to go away. In fact, it's going to get bigger. But if it stops erupting, then erosion takes place. And there's nothing there to replace what the erosion took away. So it's going to go away. It's going to fiddle into nothing. You're stupid. Please, go take some classes at your local community college. If you don't have any money, it's called a bog fee waiver. It'll only cost you the amount like $15, $20, maybe more. I don't know. I haven't been there in a while. But yeah, you can always go to school and take classes and find out if what you're being told is right. Get more information. Have a nice day.